Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. As you can tell, so back with a book related video. I do apologise for the fan, the lighting, and I do have to speak quickly because this lighting, it's not it. I'll do, because I have to leave for work in 10 minutes, but I need to film this video for tomorrow, so it is what it is. We're just gonna have to do with the lighting. So today it's a bit late, this video, because but this video is what I read in May. It's a bit late because it's mid to end of June now, but I've only got the time to film it now, so we're just gonna get straight in with it. But I'm a 10 out of 10, even when I forget. So the first one I read was The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan. I then read The Mark of Athena, same series. Then there's The House of Hades, and lastly The Blood of Olympus. So these four books are a carry-on series. Well, I read, other than the first one of this series, it's from the Percy Jackson series that I've read multiple times. I read this once before, but I was reading the series and I had to read these. So these are kind of just following Percy Jackson's life and his story throughout these books, but it's a lot more at stake and he meets new people. But that's for those. That was really quick, but here we are. So the next one I have is We Were Liars. Now I forgot how thin this book was, but here we are. So I read this book probably around mid-May, just before my birthday, at uni. So this book is basically about some cousins plus a guy that's kind of related to them, or one of them, and they go to an island with their family, and the main character has an accident and basically revolves around them on the island, and her being ill and everything. And then the ending is completely like twisted. I don't know if you could say twisted, but it's different from what you would expect. I mean, I had some people say that they expected the ending, but I did not. I didn't like guess it. I just completely just didn't even expect it. But yeah, so this is a really good book. This one is also highly recommended on Book Talk, and I would also definitely recommend it. So the next one I read is The Glass House by Eve Chase. Now I got given this as a birthday present from one of my friends at uni. I don't know how she knew which books I like to read, but she managed to pick one because she doesn't really know me that well, really, or the books I read, but she managed to pick one that I actually really love once I read it. So it's basically about this lady who is a nanny for these rich like London kids, and they move to a house in like the suburbs, like in the country somewhere in England, and they kind of just like rolls around their story, but it flips between 3 different people in their life. So 2 of them are written in first person and one's in third person, which doesn't really make sense. It was kind of difficult to read at parts, but that's kind of the story, and it has a very twisted ending, and I guess part of the storyline but not parts of others. So I definitely recommend this one. I'd never heard of it before I got given it. The next one is also highly like talked about on Book Talk, is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I really loved this book, but there was the ending I didn't like, and it didn't make me cry, and loads of people said that it made them cry, but it did not make me cry. Don't know why, but it just didn't. I don't know what it was. I'm not going to say what people cried at, because I went and looked at what people cried at and it just didn't even faze me. Like, I didn't like how it ended. It was a really good book, but I wanted her to end up with someone else, but she didn't. But yes, this was another one I read, and I would definitely recommend it. Maybe you'll cry at the ending that I didn't cry at, but and then second to last we have Cinderella Is Dead by Kaylin Bayron. One, this cover is absolutely bloody gorgeous, and second, I loved everything about this. So I bought this book because Carrie Hope Fletcher did a book haul and this was in there, and the way she described it was really, really interesting to me, so I bought it. So basically it's about this girl, and it's been 200 years since Cinderella is dead, and they basically kind of have to live like this Cinderella life. So when they're of age, they go to this ball and they have to meet this guy. They have to get chosen by this guy that they end up marrying. And if you have 3 chances to go into this ball, and if you don't, you then forfeit, and I don't really know what happens to you, but you can't leave the country, like, kind of thing, without the king knowing. And this girl, she's gay, and that's obviously frowned upon in this story. And I'm not going to give any more else away because I don't want to ruin the ending, but part of this story kind of was like twisted to me, like I didn't expect it to happen. But when they were explaining like key points like to this girl, I kind of figured out before they even said one of the twists. But yes, I would definitely recommend this book. There's so many twists in it that I absolutely loved, and how could you not buy it with this cover? So the last book that I read in May was one that I've read before, and also a book that my sister brought me. So this is A Good Guy's Guide to Murder. I think my sister brought one of those as well. So I've read this before on my Kindle, but I wanted the actual book one. So this is by Holly Jackson, and I wanted a physical copy of it because I like having better copies of it. Now I have money to actually buy them, that's what I'm going to do, because I didn't have that last year. But yes, so this is about a high school girl, well, high school in England basically, and she basically does an EPQ, which is basically like a massive essay. I don't know how else to explain it, and she doesn't believe that this case is closed of a girl that got murdered by supposedly her boyfriend, but she doesn't believe it's true, so she investigates it, and it takes you on loads of twists and turns, and I love twists and turns in a book. Like, that's really like my style kind of thing. But I also didn't expect it at the same time. I didn't expect the ending. I was able to kind of guess at this better this time, because I know it's my second time reading, but I'd forgotten what happened in some of the storylines. Now there is a sequel to this, but I didn't read it in May, so that's what we'll get onto in my June reading. That's all that I read in May. There was 9 books that I read in May. So yes, I hope you liked this video, and I hope that you take some book recommendations from this pile that I've shown you. Yes, because I had fun reading them. So stay tuned for more book related videos every Wednesday. This one will be going up a day late because it is Wednesday in the evening. I'm about to go to work. But yes, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.